Okay. Well, we're not going to be mean to you because you're somewhat respectful and blatantly said at the end of your video that you don't hope it doesn't sound like you're gay bashing. So we're not going to be blatantly mean to you. We're just going to kind of give you a little more food for thought and give you something to think about. You start off by saying that you found it kind of disturbing that a guy said he wanted to make a video of him masturbating to your picture and you found it disturbing. Okay, to be blatantly hit on like that as a first message, yeah, I would probably find it a little disturbing too. However, later you said you watched The Naked Mile, American Pie, and that you were blatantly looking for the dirty parts. So how is you masturbating to a picture of porn or a movie anywhere near not disturbing compared to what you got? I can understand the blatant message towards you. Also, I do want to say that yeah, my voice is a little feminine, but I'm not using the "Hey girls, how's it going?" No, it doesn't happen. Um, Also, the idea that you must be the most attractive guy for guys to hit on you like that, no. I'll honestly tell you straight from the start, I don't find you that attractive. When it comes to the homosexual community and attraction, everybody has their types in the gay community, just like everybody has their types in the straight community. As far as the gay population, you don't believe that there are as many gay people as what you are perceiving there is right now because of your messages. The gay population consists of 1/10 of the people. 10% of the population is gay by consensus. That doesn't mean bisexual. That doesn't mean transgender. That doesn't mean curiosity. That means blatantly 100%, no question about it, I'm gay. As far as your types of gay, you said there's the ones that act real feminine, and then there's ones that have relationships, and you don't mind that. You think it's kind of normal and that's okay, and you understand it. And then there's the ones who are promiscuous. That that in all actuality exists in both communities. In the straight community, you have those who are married or engaged or going out with somebody, and then you have those who are barflies, like to go out to the nightclubs and find a one night stand. Same thing happens with the gay community, though it's more known to be promiscuous. It's not as much so. You said that you feel as if you would have the right to act as a woman does, maybe with different standards. Oh, hello, Anastasia. Though with different standards. Oh, by the way, say hello. This is my cat, Anastasia Dawn. Say hi, kitty. You said that you figured that you should have the right, just a woman does, to slap or throw her drink on you. When you're initially being gestured to and hit on, do you necessarily find it would be appropriate to react that way? I would almost consider it when somebody would come on to you as a way to be appreciated. Well, goodbye. A way to be appreciated or a way to feel attractive that somebody would actually show interest in you. I do agree that maybe they should ease into the conversation a little better than automatically jumping into the sex aspect of it. You say that Hollywood glamorizes it and that they display a very stereotypical image. A lot of earlier depictions of the gay community through Hollywood were very stereotypical. However, there is a channel called Logo. There used to be one called Here. Logo was put out by the Advocate magazine in conjunction with MTV. A lot of people who have DirecTV will know it on channel 272, and it's an all gay channel. There is some stereotypical images, however, it does show more aspect in the gay community other than what people normally see the gay community as. So you do see farmers in the Midwest. You see documentations on the gay community fighting with religious right groups. You look at the fight on gay marriage. You look at a lot of the aspects of how people really aren't that much different in the gay community. Again, we're going to talk about the lisp and the gay accent. I see it. I live in the capital city of my state. Of course, you do see what you call flamers or your fairies or your stereotypical gay people. I don't like that either. I think it's very in your face, deal with it whether you like to or not. I do think it's very stereotypical, and I think it does bring down the concept of we are no different than anybody else. You said that also you can kind of understand how homosexuality would be a mental illness. My question is going to, for that, will go in conjunction with the idea of becoming gay or choosing to be gay. With the mental illness aspect, in conjunction with that, they kind of go hand in hand because a mental illness is basically, I guess you'd say, a disturbance of the mind, something that can't be changed, something that is an oddity for less than a higher amount of the population, something that is against the societal norm. With becoming gay and the mental illness concept, the question I would pose to you is when did you choose to be straight? When did you consciously sit down with yourself and have the conversation of, well, I like women for this reason and that reason. I don't like them for this and that. I like men for this reason and this reason, but not for this and that. Okay, I think I'm going to be straight. The same conversation could be put as far as the gay community aspect. As far as your friend who is a lesbian, those who think they quote unquote chose to be gay or chose to be lesbian, it's more of a phase of thinking. It's more of a phase of understanding rather than actually a full concept of how did it come about. a lot of people who think they chose to be gay or chose to be lesbian didn't really choose as much as a major life milestone happened to make them go, "Ooh, I understand." Such as your friend in high school or junior high, where a lot of people didn't find her attractive. She didn't think she'd find a guy, so she chose to be a lesbian. Most of that was probably brought on when she finally realized that she was attracted to women. Women were a little more fulfilling to her, so thus she chose to be a lesbian. It was more or less her phase of understanding and thinking that that milestone made her realize, you know what, I'm probably a lesbian. As far as hormonal problems, homosexuality, as far as what causes it, as far as the hormonal balance, is still yet under study. There's a lot of studies that have been done in the UK, done in Europe, done in Britain, kind of understanding the development of homosexuality, where it starts, where it comes from, what the thinking process is, nature versus nurture. So the hormonal aspect of it being a problem or an imbalance, I get that. I can find that to be a possibility. I won't say it's wrong. I won't say it's right. So that's definitely a good theory on the concept of maybe that's something that could be more highly looked into. You were mentioning once again about the Naked Mile with American Pie, that at the end, with all the nudity, with the streaking for what was it, a mile run, you said that you think maybe nudity in a sense would be evil. Depending on what your face structure is, which I don't like to go, you would actually look at the basis of nudity, and also just in daily lifestyle. You know, a lot of people find other people's bodies not attractive. A lot of people find that there's things that they really just don't want to see. And the same aspect, though, you can kind of look at nudity even in paintings. That the human body is natural. The human body is a work of beauty, a work of art within itself. So, in essence, could nudity not be a good thing in a sense? That being able to feel open and free, as you had mentioned, some people would say, or be able to express yourself as saying, "This is who I am, and I'm not afraid of that." I would guess my question would be is how is being open with yourself and others necessarily an evil thing unless you're intentionally meaning ill will to somebody and trying to hurt them through that approach? You're saying that people are becoming desensitized. Thank you. Desensitized towards sexual attraction and sexual activities, such as people in middle school, children in middle school, younger teens having children. The same question goes if the public's becoming desensitized to sexual approach, is it not that they're also being desensitized to violence, such as violence in movies, violence in music, violence in the coverage of the wars, and things such as that that are being expressed to the general public that's also causing them to get a mental aspect of, it happens, it's not affecting me, oh well, I can deal with it. So you can see how that also is kind of a growing progress. It obviously violence is one of the first starting points of desensitization. So you can see how maybe that's progressing into a sexual nature as well. You were mentioning about bisexuals and how maybe they're a little less understood as far as bisexual women. Um, I guess there's really not much I could really say about that. I didn't really find much to hit on that, but just to kind of make a little bit of a joke, I always thought bisexual meant you had to pay for it. Just a thought. I hope you can go over this information, kind of gain some thought from it, maybe do a little more research, and find out what you can gain as far as more knowledge, and follow up on the studies of homosexuality, where it starts, where it begins, such as what they're doing in Europe, in the UK, and Great Britain. Like I mentioned, I'm not attacking you. This isn't something that I feel should be something pushed into your face. I don't think it's something that should be bringing you down and saying you're wrong. I really do encourage you to voice your viewpoints more as you had. I think it's very appropriate with the way you did it. And I hope that you continue to post more videos that are more open-minding and very explaining to what your viewpoint is rather than just attacking people.